Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com. And today we have the LARIMAR City and Resort Punta Cana, Dominican Republic furniture packages. That's right. This is only for the 2-bedroom, 2-bath prime towers for now, but I'm pretty sure they're going to put this type of furniture in probably the other towers as well. I will only start this out. Hope not. Now, the prices start at $24,000 and rise up to $45,500. I need to know what you think after you see this video. I'm also going to be assisted by AI and ask AI what they think about it. Also with AI, you guys know my attorney is Johan Confidante. So I put in AI, hey, talk to him about some other things. So it's going to reference Johan Confidante, but he has nothing to do with this package or anything when you see the AI responses. When I say, what do you think about this package? You guys will see the prompts. You will see the actual brochures. The links I do not have. So I suggest you go down below in the description box and you become a member of our WhatsApp group, because that is where the PDFs reside. The website is going to be revamped, so therefore I can't add them to the website like I normally do. So once again, LARIMAR City and Resort Furniture Packages 2026. After you know what things were supposed to look like from July, August, September of 2022, from the original renderings up until 2023, up until 2024, and this is what they delivered to us in 2026. Once again, let me know what you think about the price, the look, the feel, after you see how awesome LARIMAR's renderings were for the boardwalk, for the Farallon, for the towers, and all of the rhetoric that they were talking about. Does this match the rhetoric? I ask you. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for being here. Please share the video, because you never know who's out here looking for information about pre-construction, about LARIMAR City and Resort in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, which could have been one of the top 5 resorts in all of the world. But we're going to find out probably in about another year to 2 years, because, you know, they still claim December 2026 prime towers should be delivered. But again, that would be a mistake. People living in a full-blown construction zone. That would be a huge mistake. So once again, let's get into it, shall we? Because, of course, we got to go to the Stop Struggling Now YouTube podcast channel page, just so you guys know we're still here. And I'm going to be making more videos because I am not going into retirement zone. We have some more asses to kick, and the list is getting a little bit bigger. So some of us, mainly you, need to come over here and become a member of the channel, subscribe to the channel, share this channel information, because this is going to be one for the ages that I'm going to love. All right, let's get to it, shall we? First things first. This is the second furniture package that you're going to see on the screen. And so therefore, don't worry, it's $26,900. There's a smaller package at $2,400. So that's going to be very, very interesting for you, because the smaller package has 40 items in it. The higher packages have 33 items in it. And remember, let's just start off with the basics. You're supposed to have furnishings in your bathroom. That's on sale. You're supposed to have white line in your kitchen. So you're going to have a fridge, a stove, a range top, a hood. So therefore, that's going to be shown in the pictures and the renderings, but you already have that. You're supposed to also have a washer and dryer. And here's the other funny thing. They're only giving you one TV that's 42 effing inches. Can you believe this? That's right. I'm going to show you the packages. But can you believe that? That's an insult. That does not scream luxury. That does not scream upscale. That doesn't even mean mediocre. Who has a 42-inch TV in their living room? Nobody. The fact that they even did that, and the second part is the furniture package does not include TVs for your 2 bedrooms. So now you got to buy TVs after you spend $26,900, or the first one's $24,000. Let's go to it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into this. This is so sad, in my opinion. I want to hear from you guys out here. Let me know what you think. And by the way, the bag is out. They are going to do 25% property management for all of you who are thinking of doing short-term rentals. The good news and bad news. The good news is, before I even get into this, the good news is you don't have to buy the furniture package. The bad news is we don't know the answer to, if you buy your own furniture package, what's going to be the deal with the rental program. Can I rent it myself or not? There's ambiguity, but once again, they can't make you buy the furniture package. But in order to be in the rental pool, you're going to have to pay 25% to them. We weren't originally going to do that, remember? It was supposed to be something different. We were supposed to be able to rent it ourselves, or we were going to have to get a management company that they had approved list, is what we were thinking, or what that was actually said. And so therefore now we're finding out they have the right of first refusal, like on our contracts, and they may exercise where you can't go anywhere else. That means 25% off of your gross. Let me know, Google it, how many businesses can survive with 25% on gross revenue. That's not net revenue, profits, that's gross revenue. That's 1/4 of your gross gone. And we haven't even gotten to expenses yet. Do you see a problem with this, ladies and gentlemen? All right, let's go. Here we go, 26.9 package. They already at the 24,000 package, they give 40 pieces over here on the left-hand side, not 33, so they take away 7 pieces. All right, look at this right here. Let me know what you guys think. These are brands called Devennis Star. Okay, hold on. Let me do something real quick. This might not be big enough. You can barely see this. All right, Devennis Star, Wabi. Let me know what you think about this design. Let me know. All right, you guys, I'm just going to skim through some of this. Once again, wicker back chairs. No sofa sleepers. We don't look at this wooden tables, legs, stuff. Cheap, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. This kitchen looks different. I don't know if this is a 1 bedroom, but this is in our 2 bedroom. So I'm guessing this is what the 2 bedroom is going to look like. Again, wooden chairs. And remember, everything in this kitchen is included, except for these chairs. So think about this. There's 2 items right here, is the 2 chairs. This table over here is 4. So already that's 6 items. This bedroom set. What do you guys think about this? Are you looking for, see this TV over here? You don't have one, but they show it. This blackout curtains, you're supposed to have blackout curtains somewhere. Wood again, and this lighting with no pictures, this is ridiculous. And this bedspread, I don't know if they're going to do this, but this is what they're showing. All right? Let me know. I'm giving you, here's another TV in the 2nd bedroom. The 2nd bedroom has a queen size bed. That's right. Not a king, with a wicker headboard, wicker lamps, and this TV thing they're showing over here on the right. You don't have that. You don't have two TVs. They're not paying for it in this package. Over here on the right hand side is what you get. No TV showing. A base platform. Again, $27,000, $26,900. Everything you see here, once again, is what you purchased. It's included. You're supposed to have the fixtures. You're supposed to have everything, the toilet and everything's. The only thing you don't have is the lighting. That's why they only have 2 lights for this. That's two more pieces. So we're already up to between the 2 stools at the kitchen counter, which, by the way, we're supposed to have granite countertops, just saying. And the other thing is the 2 chairs, the 4 chairs at the table, that's already 6 things. The table that was in the kitchen, that's 7. And now we have 2 more things, that's 9. Do you guys understand what this is? So all this stuff you got when you bought, except for these lights. Here goes another light. That's 10 pieces. All right? Think about this. This is now some more pieces. This is what they put on the deck. You potentially have over a 200 square foot deck. Do you understand? 20 square, I can't remember the number. It was 23 square meters or something. But anyhow, or 20. It's like 200 square feet plus. All you're going to have is a table out there that's aluminum and some aluminum chairs. Think about this. That's 7 more pieces. You're already up to 17 pieces. There's no loungers, no shade of any sort, no umbrellas, just this. And you're supposed to have people that are on vacation. Just remember that. That rest of that deck, now what? Now we have our blackouts. There's 3 here. We're already up to 20 pieces because the living room has to have blackouts. The bedrooms should have it, or at least 1 or 2 of them should have it. But there's 3 pieces. We're already up to 20 pieces. Do you understand this? This is ludicrous. What's the other pieces? There's 13 more pieces somewhere. And it probably has to do with towels, washcloths, and bedding, sheets. Because remember, sheets got to be sets, right? The sheets are a set. You have 2 of them, so we're up to 22. Then you have to have some comforters, right? Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think on the first package, which is actually the second package. I went out of order. And now, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to AI. Let's go to AI and see what they have to say about this. Let's go. I got to go check this out. Let me see. Is this it right here? No, that's not it. God dog it. Let me see. Where is it? Here we go. This is it right here. Look at this. This is the Terra 2.2, 26.9. Here we go. 33-piece setup represents. Oh, I forgot. The TV also is another thing that's in the living room, which I did not count. So that's how you were easily into the 21, 22 pieces with only 11 pieces left. All right. Now, represents a textbook example of high margin real estate staging designed to extract maximum liquid capital with minimum wholesale overhead. While the marketing brochure leverages polished luxury buzzwords like harmony, sophistication, and curated, whatever, can't read that, curated design, a physical inventory breakdown reveals a stark mismatch between their marketing claims and the actual value delivered. The inventory illusion. Imagine that. The brochure tries to make the package look comprehensive by claiming it fully equips 8 distinct areas. However, when you look closely at the actual itemized list across the pages, the setup is incredibly sparse for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. The living room, sala, consists of just one 220-centimeter sofa, a basic TV stand, and 2 accent tables. It completely lacks necessary everyday living elements like a rug, accent chairs, or table lamps. Oh my, just what we talk about. This is what you need, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I talked about on the live stream. You can go replay it. You'll see exactly what I said. There's no tables on each side of the sofa. That's a misstep. The little wood coffee table is a misstep because it's not even close to any luxury or anything. It's not close to a little upscale. It's not giving you any vibes other than basic. That's it. So the kitchen, only 2 bar stools and 2 basic pendant lamps. This means they are charging premium package price for areas where your contract already covers the high cost items like the fridge, stove, and range hood. The bathrooms. The package only provides 3 decorative light fixtures across both spaces. There are no actual functional bathroom furnishing, linens, or storage solutions included. High volume mass sourcing. The marketing relies on regional European design names like Point, Vical, Aromas, and Devanastar to create an illusion of elite exclusivity. In reality, brands like Wabi and Aromas primarily supply mass market, contract grade, commercial furniture. Sourcing basic pieces like a woven rattan headboard, a generic Fisco pillow set, or standard aluminum patio chairs does not carry a true wholesale value anywhere near $26,900. The structural reality check. The catalog showcases beautiful rendering mock-ups featuring wide floor-to-ceiling glass balconies looking onto lush palm trees and finished luxury pools. This imagery is intentionally designed to distract buyers from the current physical reality of the site. They are asking you to finance an upscale turnkey lifestyle for towers that currently sit as empty concrete shell frames surrounded by completely untouched dirt lots. Summary. The package is an operational cash grab, disguised as a luxury interior design service. It offers low-density, basic furniture inventory inflated by massive retail markups, designed solely to pull quick cash from overseas buyers. Oh my. We are the mark. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's just for the first package. This is going to be a long one, so sit back, relax. We're into 17 minutes. This is crazy. It took a while to get across all that, but let's keep moving, shall we? Let me know what you think down below for this second package. In reality, we're going to go to the $24,000 package, so don't worry. Let's go check this out as well, because this is a travesty in my eyes. Let's see. Is this the first? Here's the first one. $24,000, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. 40 equipped pieces. Okay, listen. The same stuff. The Fendi, the Boy TV set, wood. Ladies and gentlemen, you know this is in high humidity location, right? Rainy, high humidity, water, because people are going to be going to the beach, to the pools, sandy. All this stuff is going to matter, and wear and tear. People are bringing luggage in. Where are they going to put their luggage? I'm asking for a hospitality location. If you guys think that you're going to throw up an Airbnb and put this garbage in there, and you have people bringing in, let's see, there's going to be 4 people, 4 pieces of luggage. Where are they going to put them? Well, I can tell you one thing. They're going to be bouncing on the bed, first of all. Second of all, they're going to be bouncing on the living room furniture and tables, because they're going to open up their little carry-ons and do all this and put them on where? The furniture? They're not going to put them on the floor. Come on. Most people are not. The average age is not 20 years old, 25 years old, who would potentially stay at a place like this. So now you have older, I'm not older, but I mean person 40 years old, 45, 50, 55, 60, whatever. They don't want to put their luggage on the floor, even though they might. But they also might be putting it on your wooden table. They also might be putting it on your sofa. Remember, people get to have 50 pounds, 40 pounds. Now, all of a sudden, people are like, well, where am I going to put this while I'm looking through my clothes? Oh, let me put it on top of your sofa. Let me put it on top of this table. Let me put it on top of this dining room table, because that's better, so you don't have to keep bending over to go through your stuff. So therefore, that's why you should have something that they used to have in hotels, and they still do. You should have where you have a luggage carriers where people can put their luggage on the stands. That would have been nice. Okay, let me keep going. All right. Again, here's your one TV. Oh, and they changed the color of the... No, they didn't change the color. I forgot. This is the first package. What about this wicker up here? Wicker. Again, what about this? This stuff right here. These pictures on the wall. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you guys understand? This is supposed to be here. There should be 2 of them on each end. So when people are on your couch, they will have drinks. They might have keys. They might have whatever. It doesn't matter. This is the part of hospitality that I don't know who's doing this, but this is a big faux pas. Once again, the basics, 24,000, basic stuff. This is not any looking like the renderings. All right. Look, once again, does this not look like the next package up at 26,900? This is what I'm saying. The mattress is a Costa mattress from Comodon, Comodon. Go look up the Costa King mattress. And this is a master bedroom. Is this a joke? There's no pictures showing anything. Again, this TV's not going to be in there. You got to buy it. 24 grand. TV's not in here. You got to buy it. Wicker. Let's go. What about Comodon Queen mattress? The Costa one. Go look it up, ladies and gentlemen. Basic wooden board underneath. That's garbage. Same stuff. This is the base package. Does this look any different than the 26? There's one difference, though. I'll show you where the one difference occurs right here. We don't know if they include these other pieces right here, because if they do, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This gets us up to around 30 some pieces. If you include this in the next packages up. But something's going to happen here, because I don't know if it's going to include this, or we have another 4 bathrobes, another 4 sets of white towels, and 4 white bath mats. That's 12 pieces right here. So what's the 33 pieces? Because right now this would be over 40 pieces, or about 40 pieces. So here's the other thing, ladies and gentlemen. Since a lot of you haven't been in rentals or hospitality business, such as short-term rentals, you have to understand something. White is not your friend. Stains, just by people having lotion on, just by suntan oils on, oil from a human body, sweat, chlorine from the pool, could be on sheets, comforters. This is why normally you don't want things white. Second thing, they're not telling us the quality of these sheets. Sheets do have a quality, ladies and gentlemen. Again, I will say this. Sheets you can buy, bamboo sheets are one of my favorites, because it keeps you cool in high humidity locations that can be hot, like it is right now in the Dominican Republic. And they last. And they feel good. A lot of people would say they feel good. Some people may not like them, but not white. Because again, to everything I mentioned, again, this is like people who have never done this before. That's what this is like. It's like amateur hour. Let me know what you guys think down below, because I can't say nothing good about none of this garbage. All right, this is crazy. So by the way, let me point out something. Look at this. 4 sets of white sheets, 2 white bedspreads, 4 white pillows. This is a disaster waiting to happen. No blender, by the way. So you know when people are on vacation, they're going to have groceries, they're going to have chips, they're going to have whatever in their bed, on the sofa, on the dining room table. There's going to be crumbs. There's going to be things. Having white, a whiteout, there's going to be stains on these things. Of course, it's no big deal to these guys, because the bottom line of the story is you're going to have to pay them. Of course, it's not going to be any big deal to them, because they're just going to hit you up with, hey, man, your sheets, your comforter, it's messed up, and we need to replace it. So instead of going down and getting them cheap-ass sheets that they put on here for $15, they're going to sit there and be like, oh, yeah, well, it cost you $55, $60 for your sheets. It cost you $150 for the comforter, not their freaking $25, $30 comforter. You see where I'm going with this? This is what the situation is going to be, because they don't have durable items on here. This is disgusting. The more I think about it, the more I keep talking about it. In fact, you know what? Let me just wrap this up real quick. This is going to be a 45-minute. In fact, this should be a part 2, but I'm not going to make it a part 2. You guys are going to have to watch the whole thing if you want to find out even more. So let's get down to the business at hand. Let's go see what they say about this second package. Oh, and by the way, we haven't even finished this one. Oh, dang. They went to the 30,000. Let me go to the, here we go, 24,000. The illusion of the 40-piece setup. While the brochure boasts an increased count of 40 included pieces to look superior to the LARIMAR packages, a close inspection reveals the actual core furniture is identical to the entry-level options. The kitchen padding. They added a standard air fryer, a basic drip coffee maker, a toaster, and generic-looking utensil set, an inexpensive dinnerware set, and a single television. That's right. The bathroom padding. They included 4 bathrobes, 4 sets of plain white towels, and 4 generic bath mats. The bedroom padding. They threw in 4 sets of basic white sheets and 2 standard bedspreads and 4 pillows. Sourcing versus markup. The sourcing basic kitchen countertop appliances, 4 robes, and a few sets of hotel linens locally in Santo Domingo and Punta Cana carries a retail value of less than $1,500 total. Charging $24,000 for this package where the bulk of the cost is padded out by the sheets, towels, and toaster. Demonstration extreme markup designed solely to siphon quick cash from overseas buyers. Use this as additional legal evidence. Oh yes, because I was talking about my man Johan Confidante. That's right. His information's down below if you want to go talk to him. All right, just saying. Now, let's keep moving, shall we? Because this is quite exciting. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm sure there's going to be some people that come in here and think they're going to rock with this and they're going to be successful. You have to remember, imagine 100 people. Here's the funny part. If they do 35% occupancy, that's going to be 1/3 of 365. So that's 120 to 130 nights. Do you think this furniture is going to hold up when you bring in 3-4 people with luggage, furniture, clothes, groceries, and they're putting things all over the house just like you live there? You know how you do on vacation. You're one of them. You're on vacation. You go on vacation. I'm on vacation. Yes, I am mindful of the furniture and things like that. I'm not abusing it. But the fact of the matter is I bring in my luggage. I'm looking for where am I going to put my 40 to 50 pound piece of luggage? I don't want to really put it on the floor. I'd rather it be elevated so I don't always have to bend over and go through my luggage, or I'm going to have to hang them up. So nothing mentioned about hangers, now that I'm recalling. No hangers in the closet. They didn't even give us hangers. So, but nonetheless, let's say there's hangers. I still am going to have my luggage somewhere. Reaching down on the floor and picking it back up when I'm 50 years old ain't going to cut it. 60 years old ain't going to cut it. 45 years old may not even cut it, but yeah, they might do it. But the point is, that's not luxury. So they're going to put their luggage on your bed, on your end tables, depending on if it's a carry-on or whatever, your laptop, your backpack. They're going to put those things on your stuff. There's no reason to put it on the floor. So that's usage. And if you have 3 or 4 people, that's a lot of luggage. Carry-on, backpacks, full-blown luggage. That's 3 pieces potentially for each you could have 12 pieces of luggage if 4 people are there. This is why this is significant. This is not going to be good for us, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's go. We're going to go to the third one. The $30,000 package called MAR 2, 33 pieces once again. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Look at what they do now. They give me my Pebbles and Bam Bam stuff. The Flintstone stuff. Look at this. This is an extra $6,000 from the $24,000 pack. They give me some wicker lamp over the dining room table that can seat 6 now. Wicker back, or I don't know if they're wicker back chairs. But anyhow, they give me this white Pebbles and Bam Bam wooden stuff. Probably wicker back chairs. Again, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not, if anybody ever told me, Eric, you're in a high humidity location and I'm going to have wicker stuff, I'd be like, you've lost your mind. No way. No, don't do it. Don't even talk to me right now. You better get me something else. Look at this. Again, no end tables. You can use this as an end table somewhere. You're going to have people with drinks, the drink sweat. I hope this isn't this is going to be faux stuff because they're not giving you anything real. This isn't going to be like stone. So now that sweats on this MDF type stuff, is it going to soak in? Potentially. Over time? Definitely. All right. Think about all this. All right. Again, so they changed up a little bit. They changed this to a round coffee table. Does not really matter. Oh, by the way, go see Joel at Opine Furniture if you really want some off the chart stuff. And then walk in there and ask him, hey man, I need this, not this stuff right here, but I need a dining room table. I need a sofa. Right in his room, he has a sofa. That's like, I don't know, $1,500. Tables and chairs included, $1,800. So, and the dining room table, you can put your own stone on it, get your own table and chairs. So let's say that even cost me $4,000. I can get a whole bedroom set with a desk with it from Opine Furniture, Oppein, and he's in Punta Cana. Go see Joel, tell him you're from SSN Nation, and I guarantee you the SSN Nation part's gonna matter. So again, I'm sitting over here with this garbage stuff when I can order for a 2/3 of the price, better stuff than this crap, more durable because I get to pick out the durability of the products. So this little Pebbles and Bam Bam type tables, this is crazy. I don't know the durability of this, and I guarantee you, you guys go look it up. You're going to find out what the durability is as well. Here we go. They changed the look at this. 2 chairs. They changed the color, and now we have aluminum, slim aluminum chairs. Still garbage to me. I don't recommend people doing this type of, that's thin aluminum probably. It's not going to hold up over time. I have 4 people in here. Most people, when they're fixing dinner, 1 or 2 people's going to be sitting in the chair while they're talking. 1 or 2 people's going to be in the living room. If you're able to have 6 people in here, now you have these 2 chairs of high usage, and you have the dining room set high usage, and you have the sofa high usage. Every evening, every morning, sometimes in the afternoon. I mean, that's a lot of wear and tear, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this, $30,000. This looks like the same setup as the 24,000, which it is. But they changed the bed. The king size bed is now Colchon Comodon. Comodon. Now it's Colchon bed. But who cares? They're calling these things lights. Again, that's a misstep. Again, no TV. All right, let's keep moving. Look at here. They changed this to some faux rocks. You know this isn't rocks, right? But here's the question. How come you gave me this without any drawers, anything to pull out? And by the way, you don't do this, ladies and gentlemen, this little book and all that. You don't do that. Because when somebody's sitting in bed, they want to put their stuff there. It could be their phone charging. It could be the book that they're reading. It could be their freaking remote control. Do you understand? Now, is there going to be any rugs underneath the beds like they should be? And again, we're still with the wicker back headboards. We're still with the wicker lamps. I don't understand. This TV's still not going to be included in this package. Okay? This is still the same bathroom hookups. Nothing different in here. Same thing. Look here. Still no lounge chairs out here for the $6,000 more. Even though $6,000 less only had a half of this size table, which is a travesty. But anyhow, still no loungers, still no umbrellas, still no nothing. So you got to go buy loungers and umbrellas. What about storage area, by the way? Just saying. You're supposed to have washer and dryer. Okay, let's go. Let's see what AI says about this $30,000 package. Shall we? That's not it. Where's the $30,000? It's right here. Here we go. The MAR 2 furniture package, priced at $30,000, expresses even more aggressive pricing strategy. It charges $3,100 premium over the Terra 2 package while delivering almost the exact same basic items. A close inspection of the itemized list reveals that the developer is using a copy and paste design template. They simply swapped out 3 small item names to justify a higher price tag. Identical counts, like the cheaper package, the pack contains only 33 pieces spread across the same areas. The upgrades, the sofa swap to 220 Fendi sofa for a 230 Toscana sofa, a tiny 10 centimeter difference. Yeah, I know. The dining table exchanged the Capsula wooden table for a Liba model of the exact same 165 centimeter length. The artwork swapped out one small decorative painted Cadal for another slightly larger one, Cane. The rest is identical. Every single other item, from the kitchen bar stools down to the outdoor patio set and the bathroom light fixtures, is completely identical to the cheaper package of $26,900, which is what they're referring to. By slapping $30,000 price tag on 33 items, you are paying an average of $909 per individual piece. Like I said, go see Opine Furniture. Go tell Joel. Don't tell him nothing, because you don't want him to know about this. Because you need to get the pricing for SSN Nation members while you're sitting there when he says, oh, you can have your own color. Oh, you can have your own stone on your dining room table. Oh, you can have your own fabric and fabric colors. Da-da-da-da. All this stuff custom made for you. And you go to the bedroom section and go look at that bedroom section with the desk in there. That is sick. And then ask him how much the whole set is. Made up to the walls. You measure your walls. It goes all the way to your walls with floating end tables. That's right. Floating end tables with a drawer that opens. I'm just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. The artwork swap. The luxury illusion, by slapping $30,000 price tag, they're charging $909 per individual piece. Do you understand what that means? Almost $1,000. 900 is not 1,000, but $900 per piece. Think about this. Think about this. And these are not high-end stuff. So that's how much more you're paying per piece on average. That's not good. Okay. They're telling me to forward this to Johan, because if this goes sideways like I think it is, I will be needing Johan. Because right now, here's another little secret. Here's another little secret. All you guys need to know. Everybody, if you made it this far, you got a bonus. Everybody right now allegedly has some sort of insurance on their property. Meaning, there's a company called, I think it's Astro. I call them Astros. But anyhow, Seguros, Astros, Desero, whatever. The point of the matter is, it protected your down payment. All right. They didn't have a fiduciary trust, so they did it a different way, but they at least put this on there. It expires, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. You have a limited time to exercise getting your money back through that, the insurance company. Just so you know, all right? Because right now, the reason why they're not telling people what the actual deal is with the management fees, what everything's going to cost, can we do it ourselves or not, is because once that expires, they're going to slam the door on our asses probably. Just so you understand. Because then the insurance doesn't cover it. And by the way, it expired January 2026. But because there's some other things going on that they don't really want to do anything with, the extension that they're doing does not really matter, because they're running out of clock. Because if you don't act within 1 year of their default, such as September 25 delivery, December 2025 delivery, March 2026 delivery, and all this stuff, then that means the insurance company may not have to pay you. But that's why you need an attorney. So that's what I was talking about with AI before I got to these packages. That's why they're referencing Johan. Because they're like, look at this. Because they already know about this 25% property management thing. They already know that you can't charge me to be in, because it's not in the contract, to be in the rental program. But now they're not going to let me out and let me go look for somebody that's going to give me maybe a 10% charge, like it should be. They're not going to allow me to do it myself where there's no charge. And my door should just have a code on it and a check-in desk. They're not going to charge me. See, that's the thing. 25%, I challenge you right now. Look up any company, I don't care what company in the world, and put in the numbers and then say, hey, can this company survive if I take 25% of their gross off the top? Any company. How long will they survive? Nonetheless, we will ask Google here shortly. Let's go on and move to the last one. This is the largest package. They have the nerve to go from 30,000. Can you believe this? 30,000 up to 45,500. Can you believe this? These guys got cojones. I will say, they got big time cojones. This is out remarkable. Look at this. The cello furniture package, priced an astonishing $45,500, represents the absolute peak of the developer's cash extraction strategy. It charges an additional $15,500 over the Mar 2 catalog and $18,600 on the Terra 2 catalog, yet it delivers the exact same 33 total pieces. Here's the breakdown. Actually going to reveal that the developers charge an ultra luxury custom villa prices for mass market apartment pieces. The sofa upgrade, they swapped out the standard sofa for a 240 centimeter chocolate sofa by Devonistar, a minor 10 centimeter or 20 centimeter extension on the standard fabric couch does not justify an 18,000 package markup. Remember, make sure you get your stuff stain guarded, scotch guarded, water guarded, if you want this to last longer, especially if you buy this garbage. Okay, the dining room. They exchanged a standard dining room table for Mocha Table by Wabi and paired it with 6 cotton SA chairs by Vikal. These are standard contract grade commercial import pieces, not elite artisanal designs. Exactly. The master bedroom. They include a bin bed frame and 2 Gizwell nightstands, which are made of basic plywood, Madeira, Contrachapada. Charging a luxury tier premium for plywood furniture is a massive red flag. That's right, a massive red flag. Completely identical base items, just like the cheaper packages. The rest of the inventory is copied and pasted. The kitchen bar stools, the 3 simple bathroom light fixtures, the 3 rolls of window curtains, and the basic aluminum outdoor patio are exactly the same items found in the entry-level packages. The financial extraction math. The 45,500 to 33 loose decorative pieces you are paying are average of $1,378 per individual item. Ladies and gentlemen, do you know what you can buy for $1,300 each? A sofa. I mean, this is crazy right now. TVs, multiples. 55-inch, 65-inch TVs. Not 1, not 2, not 3. 4 probably. This is crazy. Sheets. But come on, $1,300 for a base for a bed. $1,300 for mattress and headboard. $1,400 actually. This is insanity. Okay. A balcony chair is economically absurd. This is especially true given the package provides 0 appliances, electronics, or actual unit upgrades. This catalog, again, they're talking about my man, Johan Confidante. Go hit him up on WhatsApp if you need him. And this doesn't have nothing to do with Larimar. It does somewhat, but it's also if you need him for other of these pre-construction properties, because a lot of all of these have went sideways. So when I see somebody doing this land grab stuff, doing crazy stuff like this, I forgot the question that I was going to ask. Good God Almighty, I forgot it was going to be important. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I kind of left off the rails, right? I went off the rails. So I did not complete the cello package. I just started off because, look, this is what we have now. They add a light bar. They changed this picture to some ugly picture. Again, you should have showing ocean. You should show water. You should show palm trees. You should show what you're supposed to see outside. When you go to the beach, you got to keep it light and airy. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Look at this, the same old table from the round table. I like it better, but again, this doesn't mean that they should be charging you 15 grand more than the 30,000 package because you went from the Pebbles and Bam Bam table to a wooden table with some cool chairs. Again, these chairs would have to be, if they're fabric, I don't know. But if they are, you need Scotch guard, you need all kind of guard, food guard, all whatever. You got to do it. You're going to have to pay the extra. I know they're not going to be doing it. Let's get real. All right? So there you go. We got this a light. Jesus Christ. We got the same basic kitchen. And then, hey, weren't these supposed to be? I hope it doesn't look like this. This is disgusting kitchen decor. Again, look at this. Wood, aluminum for the base, and some different brown. This is crazy. This is not. Let's put it this way. These items are not $1,400 each. Okay, and if you say, "Hey, Eric," okay, this item is $50 to me. I got $100 worth of stuff here. That means when I go to my next item, I should have, when I go here, that means I should have an extra 2 G's. So now we get a bed where they give you the proper headboard. They give you a better bed. This one's a Colchon Somnus king size bed. And now we get the right look, the comforter. They also add a nice little nightstand, but it's just veneer. That ain't nothing. I mean, this is still in the same family. This is not $1,300 nightstands. This is absurd. Come on, ladies. $1,300 in lighting. No, it's not. This is disgusting. This is insult. TV still not included. This is an insult. Look at this. Now they give you an actual cool headboard, but obviously there's only 2 pads, so that still means it's probably a queen bed still. And the bed itself. And they still got this Pebbles and Bam Bam stuff on the side. Although they switch up, I don't know if these have drawers, but again, they switch. I forgot to say the Boyd has an opening and a drawer, which it should have, so that's pretty cool. But still, look, basic, once again, same old stuff that you paid for is sitting here. And again, no loungers, no umbrellas, nothing else. Oh, yeah, not even the faux plant. By the way, don't do faux plants, ladies and gentlemen, okay? I mean, you can on your balcony patios, but don't put these inside, okay? They're just dust collectors. Just saying. All this stuff is dust collectors if you're using real or fake dust collectors. Just remember that. All right, let me know what you guys think. Oh, yeah, I forgot the 3 blackouts, which I don't know where those go because we have a living room that should have blackouts and we have 1 bedroom that should have blackouts. Actually, the other bedroom on the backside, I believe, has a window, so that should have a blackout. And by the way, I just remembered something. Wasn't there supposed to be a balcony on the other side? I could have sworn. You know what? I think so. We'll talk about that on the live stream later on. Okay, that's 48 minutes. I'm not going to chop this. So let me know what you guys think down below. I haven't made a video this long in a long, long time. But let me know what you're thinking out here right now. Oh, by the way, I know what it was. Let me go back and check something right now. Let me go check. Let's go check something. Let's go check. I don't remember what I was going to ask it. But let's go ask. Simple. Does these packages represent what is shown on LARIMAR website currently, and what do you think a 2-bedroom could rent for in the LARIMAR location in 2028 with this type of furniture? And tell me, what about the 25% gross management charge? How will that affect rental owners' pockets? Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it for yourself. Let's go. Real times. Let's go look. Here we go. And we'll end it with this. This will be the most powerful thing. This is AI. Now, can we believe AI all the way? No, not really. But let's see how they talk. The furniture packet authenticity. The official LARIMAR City and Resort developer has actively signed official international design partnerships. Most notably, a major 2026 deal with premium European brand Point. Supply heavy-duty luxury Mediterranean terrace furniture engineered for the Caribbean climate. Because you did not attach a copy of the text. Oh, wow. Okay. True LARIMAR packages feature ultra-modern, light-tone, minimalistic, turnkey cope. Authentic developer-approved packages are completely rental-ready. They must go beyond standard furniture. Oh, okay. Standard furniture to include full electronics, kitchen smalls, cutlery, small appliances, lighting, blackout window, multiple. So, okay. Here we go. This is what they're predicting. 2028. Completing construction between late 2026 and 2027. Maturing premium, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's go. They're going high season, December through April, 180 to 280 per night. That's high season. Low season, 110 to 160 per night. Long-term monthly, 1,300 to 1,800 a month. That's long-term. That's what they're thinking at the location. Let's see what they say. But for some reason, they didn't remember reading this info. Nights will fluctuate heavily on whether your specific tower directly overlooks the golf course, the artificial beaches, or the Cliffside Beach Club. Okay, interesting. The 25% gross management fee is standard for a full-service, hands-off vacation rental program and premium international resorts. Because it is calculated from gross revenue, total guest bookings before any costs are subtracted, it fundamentally changes how cash flows into your pocket. The management company subtracts 25%, cut immediately when a guest pays. The remaining 75% is not your pure profit. You must use it to pay all other property carrying costs. Here we go. Minus HOA, maintenance fees, minus property taxes, insurance, minus utilities, Wi-Fi, water, heavy AC, electric, minus booking platform fees, Airbnb booking cuts. Your net cash flow. The positive side, hands-free for your 25%. Okay, we get that. The negative side, if your unit achieves 3,000 in bookings in a busy month, the manager takes $750 off the top, leaving you $2,250. If your fixed cost, HOA, electricity, blah, 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 insurance, internet, and insurance total $1,200, your net pocketed profit drops to $1,050. During low occupancy months, your gross revenue might drop, but your fixed carrying costs remain identical. The manager still takes 25% of the small revenue pool, meaning a slow month can easily result in zero net cash flow or a slight out-of-pocket deficit. To protect your pocket, read the fine print of the management contract and ensure the 25% fee is genuinely inclusive. Housekeeping and laundry. Oh, yeah. Are cleaning fees charged separately to the guest, or do they eat into your 75% share? Knowing these guys are going to charge the housekeeping fee to the customer when they arrive and take it out your ass. Anyhow, maintenance deductibles. Is there a markup when the manager calls a technician to fix an appliance? There we go. Onboarding and photography fees. Do they charge a flat fee up front to list a property, or is it covered by the commission? Again, that's just something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. They didn't go through everything I wanted to go through in that, but okay. They're giving it positive sides for all the BS. Right now, I'm going to tell you guys something. You can go look right now online. This is low season. And you will see, go to Airbnb, go look and see, put in, if I don't know if you can search, but if you can, because I rarely search, but if you can search, put in $700, which would be $100 per night. All right. Well, they charge 15% now. So that you got to put in $800. Put in $800 or less. Not more. $800 or less. And go search and see. You know what? Let's get into it because this is a little teaching moment. This is an hour. This is like our live streams. Let's go to Airbnb. Why am I saying this stuff? I'll just go to Airbnb and do it myself so you guys can see it on screen. I mean, isn't it much better when you guys see it on screen? Let me know what you think down below because we're going to go to 1 hour video. I have things to do, but I had time today. All right, you heard the lightning outside. We got things to do. So I don't mind doing this. Hopefully you guys learn from this right now. All right, let's go. Okay, let's go look at this. I'm going to go to January. I'll just do this myself. All right, let's go to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. Okay, some people are going to go, Eric, it's not 2028. I know. I know. When airfare is going to cost you more than it costs now when people go there. So now it's going to put pressure on how much you're going to be able to charge people. I know. Okay, let's go. I'm going to go to, you guys will agree, January, February, and March are generally prime time. I'm going to put, when is the 19th? Okay, we'll go the 12th through the 19th. That's a Friday. I'm going to put 4 guests. Okay. And we're going to search. There should be something else here, right? Let's just go search. See, look at this already. Look over here to the left. Over 1,000 homes in Punta Cana are up for rent. You don't know if that's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. I know this. You can go see Airbnb Ticks. Airbnb Ticks, TICS.com. And then you would find out there's 4, 5, 6,000. 6,000, ladies and gentlemen. 6,000. Okay? Units on the market. Just so you understand. Now, let's go. Look. Look at what we got right. Oh, hold on. I haven't been able to do the filters. Hold on. Let me get the filters. Let's narrow this down a little bit. Let's go with entire home. And let's go with the price range that's down here. Let's go. Maximum. Wait, I think they're giving me the whole week. So we're going to go 800, right? 800. Okay, I got 819. I don't really care about this. Everybody's going to have the Wi-Fi. You're going to put in kitchen. You're going to put in dryer. Oh, another thing they don't have in the package. Hair dryer, iron, which you should have for your guest. Don't have that. Dedicated workspace, that would be a dining room table or kitchen counter. Features, gym, king bed. I don't know about hot tubs. Smoking not allowed. Smoke alarm, carbon monoxide alarm, also not included in none of these furniture packages, but maybe it's built in. I don't know. No beachfront, no waterfront. Instant, okay, don't need none of that. Okay, property type. I'm not going to go any further. Okay. Look, it says show 5 homes. That's crazy. 6 homes in Punta Cana. That's it at $819. I don't know how they do this. That's interesting. Okay, hold on. Let me do something else. Okay, we got more area here. They say 6 homes for what I asked. That's weird. Why would that be 6? Okay, let's take this off then. There's more places that have. I'll just take this off. We don't have hair dryers. I'll just take this off. I don't know about the alarm. I don't know about all this stuff. So I'll take it off. My places have all this stuff. Just so you guys understand, that's included. So when somebody shows up, they don't need their their hair dryer. They don't need an iron. All right? They don't need none of that. Let's see. We went up to 153 homes. This is interesting. So now I'll do this. Let me go to this. Let me do it a different way then. $819 or less. And now we're back up to 1,000 plus homes. Basically, which is what I wanted to show you. Let me know what you guys are thinking right now. You're going to tell me, Eric, prices are going to go higher in 2 years when it's delivered. Why am I saying 2 years? That's another video. All right, here we go. Look at this. There's 1,000 homes. Look at this. Right now, Right now, I can pay $100 per night plus 15%. Airbnb started this new thing. They started charging 15% more than what the owner charges because people kept asking the owner how much is can you take the price off a little bit or whatever, but the host never knew how much Airbnb charged. So now you know how much Airbnb charged. Okay, look at this. Here goes some furnitures. Look familiar, except at least these guys have the courtesy of putting something in their living rooms to accent the place. But look at this, $816 right here in Pueblo, Bávaro. But some people are like, Eric, that's Pueblo, Bávaro. Okay, but look at this though. This person right here is $410. 2-bedroom, 3 beds, 2 baths, 5-star. They're in Pueblo, Bávaro though. So that's a lower end place. But then somebody goes, hey, wait a minute. Private pool, tiki bar, $660 a night. This is in downtown. $678 for 7 nights. Downtown with a jacuzzi on top. In a penthouse unit, apparently. 2-bedroom rooftop. I put in $819. This is what's going on right now. What do you think is going to be in 2 years when they added the 4 or 5 or 600, 800 units at LARIMAR, plus the other thousands of units that's going to be added on here, like in Blue Marlin, like in other places in Los Corrales, El Cordecito. We haven't even gotten up there yet. This is downtown right now. Area, 410, 816, one of the highest rates. 686, this isn't even $100 per night. This is a villa with a pool. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with right now. And actually, I'm just showing you stuff. $760. Look at this. 3-bedroom luxury townhome. 3 queen beds, 2.5 baths. $760 total. Less than $100 per night. Because they added the 15% on top. Okay? This is crazy right now. This is insane. Okay. So some of you are going to be like, Eric, I know I have some of you right now, Capcana fans, right? Check this out. Check this out. This is February 2027, coming up in about 7 months. Look at this. Let me go over here. Let's go. Oh, wait, did I go too far? I might have. No, I didn't go too far, did I? Okay, let's go. Check this out. You're going to think, you Capcana lovers, you're going to be like, oh, there's nobody over here. Let's go look. It looks like there's nobody in Capcana. 24 homes. They won't show me the 24 homes, though. That is fun. Here we go. Here we go. It just took a minute, ladies and gentlemen. 635 in Capcana for the week. 778 in Capcana for the week. 690 for the week. 731 for the week. And you want to spend 250,000, 330,000? Come on now. Look, right here. For the week, 647. Some of you are going to go, Eric, no, man, I want to be by the marina. Do you really? Because look what happened. By the marina? You want to be by the marina. Here's the marina right here. Look at this. Less than $100 per night. All over the place. And it looks like the marina is under lockdown. There's nobody in the marina area doing this. Nobody at Fisherman's Village. So there are no $819 or less places in this area upcoming. But I can still stay in Capcana for $100 per night. Just saying. All right? Come on. Are you guys keeping up? Let me know what you guys are thinking. Now remember, you're not going to be by any beach. You're going to be at least 15 kilometers from any beach, up high on a cliff that it is gorgeous when you overlook you can see the water from up there, but I can also be at the water without driving 15 to 20 minutes. But the point is, it is beautiful, fresh air, breeze. It's kind of cool. All right. If they build what they're supposed to build, we don't know yet still. So again, we're over an hour. I'm not going to part this out. So hopefully you guys watched it. Although now after I'm over an hour, I do want to make part 1, part 2, but I'm not. So I hope you guys watch this or come back and watch it. But thank you so much for being in the house, checking this out, because this is what we're dealing with, or what you're going to be dealing with. Because if I move this number to a different number, let's move up to 1,000. All right. Says no homes still. Let's see what happens. What's happening? We're in Punta Cana area. Come on. What's happening? Still, yeah, it's going to expand the playing field. So again, I'm not a big fan of you guys running down here to these places and spending $350,000 for one bedrooms in this Cap Cana region, because they still are building there. And here we go. You're going to start seeing some things like this where you're like, okay, I'm getting, this is in the fisherman's village. So now you're understanding, and look, this has an upstairs, downstairs, and this is still available. Exchange loft, one bedroom, one bath, and people could have spent $350,000, $250,000 for this way back when. Now they're spending $450 or $400 because they're in the marina. Look at this, $932 in the marina, one bedroom, one bath. Some of these people spent $200,000, $250,000. Remember the 0.01% charge is what you want to do, right? Okay, just remember that. So I'm showing you over here, you could easily stay in Cap Cana for $700. You know what you don't get though? Nothing. You have to pay for damn near everything you do. Yeah, you can walk around in the marina. You can go to the water park. Great. You're going to be paying though. Now you got to find your way to every other activity in the Punta Cana area. Again, I'm not trying to be bashing Cap Cana. That's a special ecosystem. People spend more money to stay or come and live or come in this area. But I'm just trying to show you, spending $300,000 for either a 1 or 2 bedroom unit, you're putting yourself at risk if you're trying to make money at this. You're banking that there's going to be more tourists that keep coming online. And 300 grand for a week, I need this to be 2,000, right? So what starts happening is I move the price point up, and ultimately, let's just go to another price point that's going to be even crazier, right? I'm going to go up to, I can't do it, 1,500, which is only 200 per night, but that's going to mirror, see this right, let me put it to you this way. Now we have 109 homes, which mirrors 250. Well, actually, it's less than that because they're adding 15%. So you're going to be around 200 per night. So that's 1,400 plus 15%. So another $150, something like that. So here, look, all of a sudden we start getting more units. But this is not winning. You're out by the water. You know how much these people spent for these? They spent probably more than 300. The early people didn't, but now these are $400,000, $500,000, $600,000, and they can't charge $500 or $600 per night. They can't even charge $300 per night. So how do you buy something for more than 300 G's and you can't even spend 300 per night even right now? And if tourism goes down, you're going to be in deep doo-doo. All right, let's go. I'm out. That's long enough. I ain't got time to be on a monologue. It's 1 hour and 8 minutes. I appreciate you watching this. Let me know what you guys think about my assessment by AI assessment and what you've been told by LARIMAR and what you haven't been told. Because remember, you have not been told, is there a rental pool? Yesterday they told me it's not a rental pool. So now whoever rents, you are now going to be at risk. If I'm on the front line looking the Farallon, which has ocean view, Farallon views, clear vision, and then you're in the side building or in the back behind building and you can see the water or something from the sides, that's fine. But you guys understand, when they say they're going to an island, the first thing is, can I see the ocean? How far is it from the ocean? So once you say, well, I'm not on the ocean, but I got ocean view, now you got their attention because ocean view matters and you're not going to be charging them, well, ocean view prices. But right now, ocean view prices are the same. Somebody can pay $700 for the week, $800 for the week to be by the ocean, even see the ocean. People can pay $1,200 for the week. That's not $200 per night. Just so you guys get this straight. So you guys are lucky you paid $130, $120 early. So now you have a $120 price point, but are we going to get 50% occupancy? Or are you only going to get 30%, like the island average? I think we're going to get the island average. I don't care what they say, because it's going to be very costly for you if you can't get 50%. And even if you do get 50%, you're only getting half of whatever the fee is. So let's hear this out mathematically. If I'm only going to get, if I can't charge $200 per night, and with fees and everything, it costs, I have to give up 50% after their 25% and all my other fees. That means I'm only getting $700 for my week at $200 per night, which I doubt if I'm going to be able to charge that even in 2028. Who knows? If they build this thing out and it looks spectacular, and they actually have 5-star hotels other than Sonesta and James, that most people don't even recognize them as 5-star. There's only a few of James in the whole world. So again, it's not branded like if a Hyatt showed up or a Marriott showed up or a Ritz-Carlton showed up. That's a whole different ballgame. That's what's at Cap Cana. So all I'm saying, if you get 25%, which is already off your gross, and you charge somebody $200 per night, plus their 15% on Airbnb, let's just say that. I don't know if they're going to use Airbnb. I'm sure they would. But the point is, $1,400, you're getting $7. $1,400 minus 25%, that's just off the gross. We haven't even gotten to the other things. That's why I keep using 50%. So now we're getting $700 for the week. 2 weeks is $1,400. If you have a loan, good luck. Because now you're going to be paying people to stay in your place, and you're going to have to deal with the fallout when there needs to be a chair change, when new linens need to be purchased, or anything else that needs to be, a technician or maintenance guy needs to come. That's going to be coming out of your pocket. And you don't get to go around and say, hey, let me search for somebody that's going to be reasonable. You're just going to hear from these guys. They can tell you anything. Hey, the toilet's backed up. Guy comes out, flushes it, figures it out. It was something simple. But, hey, I charge $75. They don't. To just come out there. And I charged you $150. They tell you $225, $250. But did it really cost $225, $250, or are they adding on their fee? That's what I'm saying. That's why I don't like being in management. Having people that I don't know, don't trust as management. Giving somebody a carte blanche 25%, I'm like, hold on, man. I don't want to sign no contract with you. I don't even know who you are. You could be trying to jack me. And going by these furniture prices, it looks like somebody's trying to jack me. Go see Opine Furniture, see Joel, get your furniture from him. It can be specially made. It's ordered. You measure. You know the measurements. It fits inside your unit. Everything makes sense. Not random objects. You got everything that makes sense for when people come stay at your unit. You go, hey, I need 2 end tables in the living room. I need stone or something hard on my dining room table. I need this fabric because I need this fabric, water resistant, stain resistant, and I still want the Scotch guarded or whatever. I need that. And I want these colors to match my aesthetics in this place to make it look like it is upscale luxury. And everybody else that's in the building, not everybody, but a lot of people in the building who buy these furniture packages, those are just plain Jane. And now, aesthetically, when you look at it online, you're going to see all these like bare bones type neutral colors, places. That's not going to get your eye. You're going to be like, oh man, I might want to stay there, but that doesn't really give me any feeling, emotions. And then they see your unit, specially made. Here's the problem. Another problem. Is LARIMAR going to give who the freedom to charge more than that base package? See, that's where the problem comes in. you're going to be charged the same potentially as other people that have this bare bones basic package. No hair dryers, no blender. I mean, what are we doing here? Cheap ass robes, cheap ass towels. Those things you should not scrimp on. Bedding should not scrimp on. People need a good night's sleep. They want to explain, oh man, this is the best night. These beds, I love it. I wish I had them at home. That's what you want. All that stuff matters. That this little basic packages that they're trying to charge people ridiculous prices for makes 0 sense. That's my opinion. Let me hear yours. And with all that said, I love you guys very much. I appreciate you being here for all these years. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here. And that's why we have to tell you when things are getting dicey. And also, I will have other videos coming up because as this gets dicier and dicier, because they don't want to tell me what's actually happening with this rental program. They keep giving bits and pieces as each month goes by. Knowing there's a ticking time bomb. Knowing I actually did want my money back. So, I have something here that came by email. Here we go. This is probably going to be based on the video I just dropped. Check this out. I don't want you guys to see it. Okay, let's go see. Earlier this year, our colleague said April, June. As of today, we have not received a signed agreement confirmation of payment. Since delivery was after sales department. Remember, I haven't made any payments. Respond to express your intention to reach an agreement, and once the terms have been established, make the corresponding payment. If we do not receive response to stated deadline, or if no agreement can be reached, we will have no choice but to forward your file to the legal department to initiate core legal. Oh yeah, they don't like my videos. Good. This was I was expecting this. So that's why now I have to implement my lawyer, and that's why now we're going to exercise some of that, this run on the bank. We're going to exercise this thing that we call insurance, so I know I'm going to get my money back, because we still are in the 1 year period that they defaulted on delivery on September 2026. They're now trying to say, please be advised that the delivery of Prime Towers is currently scheduled for December 2026, which we know not going to happen. They can tell me whatever. But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, I knew this was going to come, and that's why this is going to be very, very interesting going forward. So now that I have this, I will probably post this up, because you guys know a long time who's ever been watching this that I haven't paid. You do realize this, because we knew there was not going to be delivery in September of 2025, nor December 2026. You know how I know this? It's very simple. Generally in the DR, unless they have some sort of pass, you can't give a deed out to the property until all the units are finished. So I don't know what they're talking about right now, because I know they can't transfer title in less than 5 months. They haven't even finished yet. So they haven't even finished one tower yet, let alone tower 2 or tower 1. So therefore, you can't subdivide each property on a title. That's not possible in the DR, unless something has changed over the last 2 years. So again, here we go. Always some funny stuff, as we know, but here's the thing. I had a feeling this was going to happen, so that's why I was doing my Johan stuff. And with all that said, keep your head up, keep moving, and I'm out.